Yeah, they realized they wanted a higher level of competition. They wanted to challenge themselves more, right?
Yeah,
Unlike people that went from
true.
Dota to Heroes of the Storm.
Heroes of the Storm is just a casual game, right?
I'm really like shooting myself in the foot. If I ever had a hope of one day working a Blizzard game, like right now, I'm just going on a blacklist. But I will quickly tell the story. I'm not going to name it because I don't want to throw him under the bus with me. But one of the talent mentioned that there was a bunch of like tier 4, tier 5, basically Dota players
Mm,
who gave up on Dota, went into Heroes of the Storm, and ended up being at like world championship level.
okay, that's good
So
for them.
I'm not gonna dissect that further. You can take what you want away from that. We're gonna dissect the second phase of this draft. It's about to round up with Mudgolem's fourth pick, well, eighth,
I
depending
mean
on
the
how you
first,
choose to call
yeah,
things.
I mean the first phase of the draft is the same as in the last game, so not much to say
Yeah,
about
I
that.
mean, you don't want to
But the
analyze the
second,
exact same
yeah,
thing.
yeah, but the second phase we have some new heroes here. We have some Shadow Demons, Invoker, and Lina. So the Lina probably gonna be a flex pick here for Mud Golems. It can be the 4 or it can be the mid. And for unique, they have Shadow Demon Invoker, which is Shadow Demon is kind of the save against the Void. So now this time they have that. So they have to keep that in mind. Once Invoker, it's like all right hero here. I wouldn't say it's like anything too crazy. It's just a good hero against some of the heroes if he wants to play it for the quest wax and run around and do stuff. So it can be annoying to deal with. Yeah. For my golems, they have the Void Spirit. It could be offlane, it could be mid. I know 3-3 has been playing offlane Void Spirit quite a lot in the past, so could be they're gonna keep it until their last pick as well, which
Yeah.
will be next though.
I think he's still a functional 4 as well. Like, it got a little bit of a kick in the nuts after Spirit Vessel got nerfed the way it did, but um, it can still function. It depends if like your counter lanes, right? I think you always want to give priority. The higher up the pecking order, minus pos one, because we won't talk about that. The more opportunity you have to snowball. Like, this really is that type of volatile hero. And the weird part about it is usually when we talk about these heroes that can very easily take over the game, they have a catch, right? I don't
Mhm.
feel like Void Spirit is in that category. And I also feel like I shouldn't be saying this because if you agree with me, my spammed hero is going to get nerfed at some point.
You mean that Void Spirit you don't consider him as a catch? Or like a catch hero, catch type of
Oh,
hero?
no, as in there's a catch, right? So it's like Brood
Mm-hmm.
Mother is really good catch if there's any sort of like wave clear, you get counter lane, etc. Meepo is really
Mm-hmm.
good catch, a lot of like AoE spread damage. Void Spirit's kit makes him just good in most games, right? Like this, it's very
Mm-hmm.
rare you say this is a crap Void Spirit game.
Yeah. I can agree on that. I don't think there's often like a scenario where I would say, well, this is a awful Void Spirit game. I would say that there are bad Void Spirit games, but I don't think there's an awful Void Spirit game. I think this hero can always do things in just with these spells. It's kind of like that's how I feel about the hero. Even if you play against like some heavy stuns or anti mages and stuff like that, it can be annoying to deal with. But I think the hero still can do things in the map and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest worry in this game right now, because of his cast points as well, like the cast points in this hero are pretty clean, so it's hard to get maybe a raw out in time. No, actually, right now, let's be totally honest. If we judge by the performance in the series, the thing that if this is a mid Void Spirit, Baranya's most scared of is the Chrono.
Yeah, that's true. Mm, hopefully, he doesn't get chronoed himself.
But don't worry, because what will happen is the Hello Kitty Master will steal that Chrono. You have to circle around the subject a bit. It was a fun game, but
It's a
not the
fun game.
best showing out of Illusion. He did have his moments, though. I'll give him credit where credit's due. He had a few good moments. And
Rough
rounding it
game.
out with a Wyvern. Now, this is a hero I feel like we don't see much of right now, the Winter Wyvern.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. I'm not even sure. Is this gonna be Alpha Winter Byron?
That's what I'm wondering, right? Because I think 33 is one of those players who does that as well.
I don't know if
Hmm.
he's a guy who would play Winter Byron. It's like one of those heroes I have not seen him play it. I kind of see him playing a lot of different things, but I haven't seen Winter Byron. He might have played it, so it could be that. I'm just trying to think like who else would play it. I mean, it could be Milan actually playing it as well, and then it's
Yeah.
off for offlane Voice Spirit, and then you have mid Lina. That's
That makes
probably
more
most
sense,
likely.
actually.
Yeah,
Because like
that's
that's
most
reminding
likely.
me of I can't remember the team Milan was on. It was back then they'd run like a pos free CM and he played like the 4 Wyvern and it was
Yeah.
Oddly, like it sounds funky, but it was very impactful. And it looks like this is going to be the 33 Void Spirit that we were talking about a little bit earlier.
Mhm.
Or is unique. I think this is kind of like one of the picks that I remember kind of getting them on the map, right? It was same for like Viking. I think those are the two teams that were kind of making their mark with the Luna plus things like Venge a lot.
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, this is a pretty good Luna game in that sense that you have a Beastmaster and you have SD, so you already have like some things that makes the Luna draft better. But at the same time, this Winter Wyvern pick just became better when they picked Luna. So now you have this potential for a big Winter's Curse turnaround fight with all these heroes that are being picked. So we'll see. So it can again. I think Unique has a nice draft around it. Like they have this fast 5-man lineup that can kind of take towers and objectives, and then just try to abuse the cooldowns on Bot Golem. But if this game drags on for like 30 to 40 minutes, I think they're gonna have big issues playing into their heroes, into mudgolems heroes. So it's a bit like same game, last game as well.
Hmm. Yeah, no, it's like okay. I think this Wyvern just that extra kind of spice in the Mud Golems draft, right? It's like if you were to list top 10 anime betrayals in Dota, most of them are caused by a Winter Wyvern. And this is definitely the type of lineup that you can punish. I mean, you think about the way they function around this Luna, even the Invoker, right? The moment they Alacrity, anybody stands near this Luna, done. But at the same time,
Yeah.
do you feel safe putting your Luna ahead and standing far back with 4 as unique?
Hmm. Yeah, that can be tricky as well. They have a lot of damage that can just kill a Luna as well. It's hard. But the biggest thing is that if Chrono is down, there is not that many ways of them pressuring this Luna ever. Because there's always the potential for the Shadow Demon save. And even with the Chrono, they do have the Shadow Demon save. So 3-3 has to think about always like dealing with the Shadow Demon if they want a Chrono, like the Luna and kill him.
That's true. But he does have the type of hero that can get in and actually find you.
Yeah,
And,
yeah,
and
that's what.
like,
That, yeah.
you haven't got that argument as Van score, oh, I'll just purge him, right? It's a Void Spirit. This hero doesn't
Mhm.
really care that much. You've still got Dissimulate. You've still got Astral Step. And
Yep.
I guess one thing that like, I find kind of amusing is this is very kind of reminiscent of CIS a few months ago. Is like one side takes Shadow Demon, other one takes Wyvern, saves.
Mhm.
I think there was one point where we were actually seeing like whichever team got both were just winning back to back. And I guess like the question I'm leaning into is what really killed Wyvern as a hero? Because we don't see much of it now.
Just say a little bit of the laning stage.
Hmm.
Doesn't feel as good anymore. Like if you can't do well on the lane. Sometimes it can work out better, but like right now, I feel like the lane stage is a little bit of the problem, and just the people playing a lot of these heroes that can get on top of Wyvern right now as well. Like
Oh
Void
yeah.
Spirit is very popular, Storm is pretty popular, um, Ember is a little bit like of a I would say counter, but a bit annoying. So all the spirit type of heroes are getting more like attention. So I guess also that means that Wyvern doesn't feel that good to play.
I guess also if we were to like measure the meta in terms of like if we had a kind of percentage each side, magical versus physical damage, I feel like we're more heavily into magical damage in the current meta, right? And that
Hmm.
does make Cold Embrace pretty doo doo.
Yeah.
Actually, I was
That,
thinking maybe one of the other things is like the concept of the dead lane itself feels a little bit dead right now, right? Like we see a lot of teams play really aggressive as 4 across the map.
yeah, kinda. There is some dead laning still going on, but
It's
maybe
short,
it's
right?
yeah, it's a bit different from maybe from some time ago.
Because the problem is like when I feel like whenever we use the BSJ trademark term, we pay him $10 every time we say it. Dead lane, dead lane, dead lane. You're welcome, Brand. You think of these metas where he was talking about the 10 or 15 minute mark where you just sit someone in this lane to stagnate, like slow down the game, right?
Hmm.
Which I don't feel like we see that often anymore. It feels like teams are very active in the current meta.
Yeah.
Let's talk about these teams. Let's talk about these lanes, how they're matching up so far. The Lina versus the Invoker. Now, usually keep in mind, if you're going to say the Lina should have a little bit of advantage, GPK, like that's kind of like a curse. The moment you say that, GPK does something. So
Yeah.
be
I mean, I
very
think,
careful as you analyze him.
yeah, I would say it's the Lina favorite matchup, but at the same time, I don't think Invoker will lose too hard, or either way, like I think it's gonna be somewhat even. Borania is also somewhat of a good laner, so I don't think it's gonna be a too big of a deal. I think gonna be somewhat even lane, how I can see it already going.
Well, 33's been experiencing a lot of pressure. He has got more
Mm-hmm.
regen coming, a lot of regen. He understands this lane is gonna hurt him a lot. So double
Yeah.
tangos in the south.
The problem with the Wyvern doesn't really. That's a nice block.
Yikes! That's the painful moment. And this is always the awkward issue of Wyvern, right? Like you mentioned, heroes that get
Yeah.
on top of you. It's not just they get on top of you. How do you run away with this hero?
Just the lane a little bit, like you don't really have that strong way of fighting this lane. These two heroes. You can see Void Spirit with 4 last hits when Luna has 13. So there's definitely. They're not definitely enjoying this lane too much with these two heroes.
No. And then the adjustments we were looking for top haven't really been shown. It looks like the adjustments came from Unique to just be more dominant here. Like 13-6
Yeah.
compared to 7-2. BCC's having a hell of a time.
Yep. BCC just needs level 3 now, and he's gonna get it, and then the harassment is gonna be even harder, and the kill potential on BCC is gonna be even harder. This time they just need to keep in mind that when BCC gets to that strong timing, they wanna bring heroes to him instead of leaving him alone, because what ended up happening last time when he was really strong, Illusion left him for too long, and that time they were able to bounce back and kill BCC. So they don't do that mistake again. I would see that this Void is gonna have some really hard time here.
That's a fair point as well, because that was the Rubik also. So it wasn't this high impact rotate. It's not like when we see Illusion playing like an Earth Spirit, and you can kind of understand that he has this kill potential on mid, for example.
Yeah, I think what he was doing, like in the last game, was right thing. He secured the rune, but then he stayed for mid for like 30 seconds after that, and that was like something that I didn't think he should have done, because that made the top lane pretty hard for BCC. Even though he was strong, he can't really go 2v1 without a roar.
And it was like worse because he was clearly under vision, right? So he's just kind of standing there. I think he was waiting for like a high forward play coming out of his his opponent in the mid, but that just never occurred.
Yeah.
A bit back and forth pressure, and finally we see 33 actually getting some real CS. Is now up to 14, much better than the first 2 or 3 waves.
Doing pretty good for himself right now. It's still like Luna. Luna is gonna free farm here, and that's just how it's gonna be. But if they get levels on the Void Spirit, with like level 6, they can definitely pressure off a kill on this Luna.
And it's awkward for the Luna, right? Because it's not like one of those offlaners where you just press Eclipse and they have to run away. Like this is a hero that can just hide in the shadows with his Simulate.
Yeah. It's an earned rush here on Void Spirit.
Okay, so we are going to see that kind of Spirit Vessel build up. I think so anyway. It looks like he's got the Windlace as well.
Yeah.
Vanscore. Oh, he's overstepped his mark. He doesn't really have a clear target here. He's trying to move forward. Milan baits him in, and they do get the kill.
Big kill for him there. They're doing okay now. Like 3-3 is actually a bit ahead of 19 here. He's gonna get some creeps under his tower, so it's gonna be more even. But 3-3 should be somewhat fine with the lane, how it has gone now, and potential level 6 dives can happen. So
Yeah. And now with that urn, it's not a case of you can easily just apply a bit of pressure and keep 33 on like half HP. I think this is usually what we see when the Void Spirits want to go phase boots, right? Because in the mid, you have the bottle option. On the outer lanes, bottle's a possibility, but the other one is earned.
yeah.
Kind of weird as well, actually. I think of heroes, the difference between going phase or tranks, for example, matters so much, and Void Spirit ranks among them. It's the difference between you being able to like wave clear quickly with an Astral Step. LTW being a little bit pressured. They are very split on this top lane, so it looks like Unique have definitely improved their posturing in this top lane to ensure that it's not easy for them to stack up and just go for the cute cookie plays.
Yeah.
Well, I'm talking about that. Wyvern in the bot lane does go down. It will be a trade, though, as both cores happily walk away with some kill gold in their pockets.
Pretty even bottom lane right now. I think mudgolems can be happy with that since they have I mean, both teams kind of don't have that strong of a support on the lane. Like, SD, especially going for this skill build, not the strongest laner, but at the same time...
More top. Back and forth trades. It's just poor little supports that die.
Yeah. It's okay, trade for the void lane, because they need any kill or any XP that they can get is good at this point, since they're... since BCC is kind of ahead here, so...
And it's the XP factor really matters here, right? Because we can talk about how great Roar is, the spell steals as well, but it is, once again, it's that combo. Kisses plus Chrono.
They will have the Necro book here now delivered to him, and then he will have Aurora as well, so now ILDW has to be really careful how he shows on the lane.
Yeah. You do have to get them a bit split, right? Because Fodder has that potential. Like, if you just run him for the Primal Roar, he cookies. That's enough time that the Primal Roar will run off.
Yeah. Need to be a bit aware of that.
This mid lane's been pretty chill so far. Baranya is going to be rushing the boost of travel again. I feel like that's just the leaner build these days now. Fodder, the top lane. Uh-oh. He has got the cookie, but nowhere to run. That's
LDW doesn't die, so...
What brave soldier. He's like, I know I'm going to die. Cookie in.
They
Middle finger up as you kill.
They want to pressure this bottom tower in Milan as well now, but Vanskor is not really showing. Vanskor could set up on Milan here if he wants to.
He's done it.
He could also just die if they go on here.
The problem is that GPK's just come here. Milan is now in a lot of trouble. Trying to move away. Tornado through. He has got the wand to try and survive through this, but they'll find him once more. 33 was too busy hitting creeps.
Big kill. Yeah, 33 wasn't there for the push, so they couldn't kill Vanskor right away. GPK should be fine.
Yeah, this is oddly ambitious.
Unless the W comes with the Chrono.
It looks like that's what they want. Time dilation to slow down Vanskor as well. Chop through. And they can't throw the Chrono out. They actually need to run away with LTW. Gets hit up by the disruption. GPK is still looking healthy. And 33 is running out of mana. He has no mobility. And you see LTW. He has to go in. But the problem is it doesn't work. And the Primal Roar thrown out means he's going to go down for it. And that is not the Chrono opener you were looking for.
It's like the chat will. It's like this. LTW.
Is that what Beastmaster roars when he speaks loud? He yells Seb in the direction of everyone.
Yeah, they get the kill, I think, anyway.
I don't know if they get illusion. I think he's fine. Yeah, he's just fine. 33 has no mana.
Okay.
I mean, he's messing with him here. He's going to give it up in the end. They try to hang around, but as a result, they're going to lose both of their supports, as Baranya did rotate in. Uh-oh. Problem is, Baranya's in trouble. Low on mana, low on health. Cold Snap chase down will be enough with the army arriving from BZZ. This man has traveled a long way to murder many heroes, and Milan is stuck in the tree line. Will be brought down again.
Yeah, Unique is doing a good job by defending this tower. Because they got their own tower top now. They don't need to... So what they can do is that if they hold this tower from mudgolems, it's gonna not let them get that pressure that they want on that side of the map. So right now, this means that mudgolems have to play in a small area of the map.
33.
Nice jukes here.
Yeah, but they know about the ward. It made it way too obvious.
Yeah, they should know about the ward now.
Like, you're looking like, what is the end plan for 33?
If he kills a courier now, that would be fun.
They just pinged the ward as well. That's what makes this kill on a courier worse. Oh, God.
Just stay here now. Just stay here and kill another courier. They will never
That
know,
would be great from a support void spirit, however.
Yeah. I mean,
this is your
thinking about something. He's leaving. He's coming now. They want to defend mid. This set up on him.
Cookie through, but the tornado came out in time from GPK to cold snap the EMP. He knows it's going down, but let's see what he can make it happen. He'll bring Baranya low, not good enough though. And Kisses with the wraparound for 33. We'll find illusion. BZZ says screw it. Just press all my buttons. I know I'm going to die here. Might as well give him the middle finger on the way out.
Alright, that's a good defense. They set up with the curse, and 3-3 comes from behind to secure those kills as well, and some nice kills there for them.
And as we know, everyone knows 33 is a god, so this was all plotted out when he was down there sniping couriers and placing wards.
I
The
wonder if they're
grand
gonna do
scheme.
ward wards because they should have some idea that he has some type of vision there.
Yeah. It looks like Illusion's got a sentry in his movement. I hope. Like, you have to. The moment the Beastmaster loses his courier has to be the dead giveaway. There we go.
Yeah.
He's like, oh boy, money, money, money. Still a long
Nice.
way to go until you get a blink dagger or anything.
Yeah.
Alright, but Rania does now have these boosted travels, so expect a lot more activity out of this Lina in the next few minutes.
Milan is wanted into the Orchid build, and I think that's probably the item in this game for him. Didn't skill the Gold Embrace yet. That's a bit surprising to me. I think it's a decent Gold Embrace game for him to have, playing against Beastmaster and stuff. So just 1 point for it. He might get it at level 9, I guess.
It's one of those scary ones, right? Because you are still against an Invoker, so you're like, oh,
Yeah.
what about the Meatball or the Sunstrike? And speaking of that
Yeah.
Beastmaster that you're worried about, he actually finds Killing Fodder casually in the top lane. Without the Raw, by the way.
Yeah, BCC has been playing good in this game. In this whole day we've been casting, I think he has definitely shown some nice stuff, and just like kind of like being this like steady gameplay from him. Like I don't think he's done anything too crazy, but I think he's been just playing good in this all games. Like he's been performing pretty well and doing stuff. So making a lot of space again for his team by this Beastmaster, pressuring the offlane really well.
Exactly. You know, he's playing for the win. He wants to win a tournament. He's sick of living off the money he made from the Pugna set at this stage. Baranya trying to deter 19 team.
Taking some damage from those glaives though.
That's the problem with Lena in this situation, right? It's like,
Yeah.
you are a glass cannon by every definition in this situation.
Yep.
Actually, you know what? We were talking about hero like concepts. I just realized like we don't really have a hero that uses health for spells. Like the closest we got is Huskar with like his spears, right? There's no one that like 20. Actually, no, wait, no, we got Phoenix. What am I talking about? I guess you could do another kind of concept though, like some sort of blood warrior, which sounds like Bloodseeker. So I'm just going to stop this thought process now because there's a fight going on. Prime Aurora out, land spotted, but that is a measly level 2 Sunstrike. However, the purge damage is enough from Vanscore. He might be in trouble himself as 33 is pinging him out. No remnant for 5 though. Actually, need to back away. Chop in towards GPK. This man is ready to fight. He will back away in the end though because he realizes there's too many Radiant heroes in the vicinity.
Yep. This now it should be a mid tower taken down. However, LDW has a TP and a chrono, so might think about defending it still.
But he'll walk there. Cookie, BZZ, Remnant, follow up is good, bringing him low, but the Tornado tries to save the day. Laguna, however, is good, and the kisses. Uh-oh.
Just he thought there was gonna be a chrono.
Just hope nobody saw it, okay? I don't think they had vision. You think you're good, Father. They think you got kisses still.
I'm sure no one saw it.
And that's the worst feeling when you just try and kiss. And no one wants to kiss.
He's spamming.
No one wants to receive. It's the romanticist at heart. Wait, where's this courier going? All right. You know, it's very important when you own a courier to allow your pet to get its exercise per day. That's just what Farter's doing. Don't mind that.
Yeah. Tower goes down. Pretty even game again still. I would say if the game is steady, it feels better from mudgolems since they wanna definitely get the LDW bigger and bigger. So this type of gameplay definitely works in their hands a bit better. However, I still think Unique is not in a bad position at all yet.
Vanscore finds himself in a unique position, but not a good one. They'll pick him off for being a little bit too aggressive with positioning, but you know that just lets the rest of Unique know that this is not a safe area. Back away. Of course, RTW is a bit more content because he's not sharing farm in an area. He's all alone in the bot lane.
Yeah. He's just farming there, enjoying his life, getting the BKB. With the BKB, they're gonna have a good should have like taking a good team fight.
Oh, Primal Roar. 33.
But
Gone.
pressure here a bit if they want to. They cancel the TP there as well. LDW stuck bottom now, so this tower could be their objective if they want to.
Problem's the Wyvern. You might
Yeah.
see those cheeky little curses come into effect if they're not careful.
Might curse the.
He goes for it, actually. That's a lot of damage from the army. The Splinter Blast and the Kisses follow up. 19T's just gone.
Yeah.
And they're scouting. Look at this fast, like, where is my next meal? On the side, Tornado comes out. Fans go down to half HP because of the Laguna. And LTW says, no, Chrono needed. Fada is here with the cookie to ensure that I can get close enough.
Nice setup there from Milan, and just the burst damage coming out. Like you gotta keep in mind those Beastmaster creeps with against Wyvern. They can always be. They get that attack speed bonus, and it's so much damage he can dish out, and then just a follow up from Fada there. Nicely done.
This is the danger of trying to tame wild animals. You know, sometimes, just because of nature, they turn on you.
Yeah.
Even the ones that you think are docile and kind, like pandas. You know, pandas are actually vicious, very vicious.
I'm sure they're still like, I guess they're bears, right? So you know.
Well, they're actually in a lot of ways scarier than other bears because of the way that the skull has developed. Because they have a stronger bite because you have to get through bamboo. So when these psycho pandas bite you, expect to lose a ginormous chunk of your leg with ease. No gnawing, no kind of holding on. It's just gone. Boom.
All right.
Now everyone right now is freaked out in chat. So I'm gonna bring it back to nice thoughts. Look how cute Snapfire is.
True.
That's always my move. As soon as they're freaked, just go to mama.
Not the grandma though. You're talking about the mount, right?
They're both cute. She's a cutie. Like, why you gonna be like that?
Okay.
She's happy.
I
Look
like
at her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that haircut. That's
just
what I'm going
those
for.
Creeps. Shooting those creeps. Happy.
Whoa, everyone knows
happy
creeps
grandma.
don't have souls, okay?
Okay, all right. I'm sure they have something as well.
Jeez, that reminds me of raunchy animation. You remember the Dota Reporter? I don't know if you've seen that. Amazing animated series. I don't know what that guy's up to now. I miss him. He's a great content creator. He has a scene where the Nature Prophet picks up a Midas. It's a hand of Midas, and he touches a creep with it, and the creep just starts melting. It's horrifying. Horrifying.
Right. I mean, I just imagine Creep's day. The daily chores of Creep is just go to a lane and die. And repeat. Every day.
That's a chore? Jesus Christ.
I mean,
This is why I say they have no souls, because the alternative is admitting that. Good God, Peksu. You're freaking terrible, Mo. You're a captain?
Yeah, that's what they keep doing, you know.
Then we shall build the victory upon the corpses of billions of creeps. Forward! Although you may die, we will win the game. You just won't be there to benefit when we lift the TI Championship Cup.
Exactly. No, you're not. Oh.
Hello! I mean, ILTW, I don't know if it's worth it for a Chrono kill into Illusion, and at this rate, you will get it. There's no TP out attempt available to Rubik, but I don't know if he feels too bad about a Chrono for him.
Got him.
Made the most of it. Imagine if he got the steal on a Time Walk and just got away.
He just time dilation first so he couldn't steal it. Nicely done from...
Of course, there's a problem with this.
Dear. Yeah.
You just use Chrono on the other side of the map for a support against the Lunar Beastmaster lineup near the Roche pit. I tried to be subtle with that, but I think I made it a little bit obvious what they're doing. Primal Roar. Man. Hope he likes meatballs. That's why you don't love a cold embrace.
Now they have a BKB almost on Luna, very close to it, so it's gonna be a good time with this Aegis and BKB. They definitely need to do something on Unique, either try to get these tier 2 towers and then maybe somehow pressure base, because this, like I said, this type of gameplay does benefit. I think mudgolems, if the game is like stale, because these heroes just feel really good about farming. So with the BKB, I would assume that Unique is gonna pressure way more.
Yeah, and they have the hero that There's an
Yeah.
unwritten rule for it, right? The Luna. You do not, like
Mhm.
rule number 1 of base defense: do not let a Luna on your high ground. So it's like if they
Yeah.
get you to a stage where one fight leads to base, we've seen it time and time again. Especially with Beastmaster as well. This hero throws so many frisbees around. You're like a headless dog trying to play catch in your own base.
Yeah. Vanskor doesn't have a blink or Eidolon, so he's gonna have a bit hard time saving from that chrono and saving from that curse.
Luckily,
So he
though,
can,
for him, usually the only one he has to worry about saving so far is himself.
yeah. So well, so far, yeah. But it's gonna be harder for him as well. Um, once the game keeps going, because the heroes are gonna be able to deal with the Shadow Demon easier. He's going for the Glimmer Cape, so he wants to have that item. Good thing for him is that he has the cast range on now. It's a nice thing for SD. Definitely helps the hero way more.
And peculiar that he has the vampire fangs on a shadow demon, though.
Yeah, that's surprising.
I guess the night vision, right? Like, if you're a
Yeah.
support, that's all you care about. You're like, yeah, more vision in the game.
Yeah, it's just I guess no one else really wants to have it either. Maybe Rubik could have it, but it's not too bad to have some stats on Rubik as well.
He's his GG trees when he's juking LTW in the tree line. Speaking
Yeah.
of which, LTW, there's the Cataclysm, the meatball through, and the bonus kill on the side as Fart was trying to save the day. He'll just die alongside his faceless void.
Well, that's a good move with the smoke. Now they can get some pressure in this bottom lane. Probably can push these 2 towers. Unless Milan does some nice setup here. We'll see.
Is it time for someone to die? Oh, God. He's probably just like, he's the giver of death. He chooses. Who's it going to be? Admittedly, if he does it, he'll be dying alongside them. But who's it going to be? There it
There
is.
you go.
Illusion.
Oh,
No,
no, he's still gonna die.
Yeah, he's going to die.
But so is Milan though. So
It's that moment he smiles like, totally worth.
what's that word though? Now you don't have.
You
don't have
convince yourself that it was worth, but no.
Yeah, yeah. That's what you can say, I guess.
It's like that moment you're like, I'm a pos 4, he's a pos 4. Really, all
Yeah.
it's about is proving I'm the better pos 4. Take this.
True.
Fan
Oh,
score.
the bashes.
Nope, not
Vans-
enough. I mean, LTW needs to be careful. I mean, if he gets baited in here, 33's there though, so they're able to clean it up quickly. It looks like Unique did not want to fight, not without their Rubik.
Yeah, just they didn't have a roar or the Rubik, so it's pretty hard to heal this Void right now. He has the BKB, so. But they don't only lose the tier 1 tower, and Milan does, like, they cannot get away with this kill, so. Alright for mudgolem still. The game is still, like, going kinda fine for mudgolems.
Especially if they can't get this kill on a 33. He's got a step as well, so he can make his escape. BZZ, he's just being teased at this point. He's like, come on. I was warming up my vocal cords. I was ready to let one loose. And now, look at this. It's actually going to be Mudgolems looking to let loose. They've got the chrono to play with. I think still has that Aegis, though, for one
Still
more
have
minute.
Aegis, yeah. Yeah, so they can definitely still fight here. They're gonna try to force something.
That was ambitious with the Orchid. They do see Van score, but no way in. And BCC, he goes in himself, but the BKB was activated by the Faceless Void. Cataclysm not really doing enough here. Back away. It's a big BKB used, but to save your life, LTW will see it as worthwhile.
Yeah. It's okay. They use Roar for the BKB. I would say might favor Unique a bit though, if they don't force something right now, because they 10-second BKB charge used. You will have Roar in 50 seconds as well.
But there's a 10-second window.
Yeah. There's also this thing that you don't have Roar if you want to go push. Aegis is gonna run out as well, so almost now. So
Barter, that is a madman. Doesn't care though. He can't read the runes that are laid on the ground by the tornado. They say get back. I don't know, when you got dragon, you just feel kind of confident. I mean, it's the dragon.
yeah.
They got 2 dragons. So it depends how you
What?
feel about lore when it comes to Wyvern's place in the dragon family. But
Phoenix, nah, Phoenix is not a dragon. Bird.
no,
Sorry.
but Wyvern.
Ah, yeah, Wyvern, yeah, that's true.
This is part of the Dracorius family. Isn't a true
Dragon
dragon.
Mother.
Dragon Mata. Can be found, brought down. Vada is trying to walk away. 33, looking for some vengeance. The kisses are going to come out. BZZ's going to be brought down. Tornado to escape. They just want out Cataclysm to try and zone them away. Won't stop them from getting the Beastmaster and hunting for more as the Yules will come out with the Remnant follow-up onto the Invoker. He doesn't have any magic. He needs to be careful. And the Cookie won't save the day. The Chrono goes down. And look at this. Illusion's like, nah, I can walk into Chrono. Wait, no, I can't walk into this Chrono. 19T needs some assistance. With that BKB, it's not going to be enough to protect him. Varanya will live due to the Yules and able to move away as he'll Light Strike her out. The Cold Embrace will save him. Now, Illusion. He says, nope, no play. I'll save this Chrono for a rainy day.
All right. Good team fight for mudgolems there. This is what I was a bit afraid of for Unique, is that once this game keeps tracking on, you get those BKBs on mudgolems and your team fight is potential. The magic damage is gonna be nullified, and now you still have the Chrono and you have to deal with that. It's just a bit, it's looking like a flashback a little bit from the last game. You had some good laning stage from Unique, but not just able to put enough pressure in the map, and now the game is slowly starting to get in control of mudgolems, I would say.
Yeah, it feels like mudgolems are very good at kind of baiting Unique in, right? They kind of present this tribute of a kill each time, and Unique, they don't think about the repercussions. They just see kill, they won't kill, right? And there's always a bot at the end, right? For that one, it was like, oh, you killed a Wyvern, but surprise, you're too deep, and we have TP advantage, and also Fada has level 2 kisses.
Yeah. Well, now the best thing you can do as Unique is just go again. You don't want to farm. They don't have Chronos, so you definitely want to try to get some objectives.
BCZ catches 33, and the follow-up is good.
That's a good start. Now you just keep going.
That's if you get to convert it. This is the really big frustrating part about mudgolems. They have a lot of wave clear.
So they use the repair kit, this tower as well. Wanna keep this tower alive for as much as I can.
Chrono,
nice stolen
1 and 2, catches Snapfire in the lean up, but they can't commit hard. They get the buyback out of 33. And Illusion, he feels like he's done his part, but where was the rest of the team? They were nowhere to be seen. 33 hunting. He's looking for a target. He's got the Yules, the Cookie forward, a little bit of miscommunication, but BZZ knows he's not getting away from this. Glimmer Cape doesn't matter. Kisses are there. They'll chase him down. And when he comes out, the only thing left is a frown on his face, followed by the blood splatter from the Giant Laguna shotgun down.
Yeah, nice Chrono there from Illusion, but Illusion, but still like just they don't have the follow-up damage there, so that's the problem with that. They weren't really ready for it, I guess, on 19 and
yeah. It's the positioning factor, right? Like, how do you catch up to your Rubik? Because I think that's one of the big worrying things here. Like, BZZ is the only one who can match the pace of that initiation.
Yeah. Good thing at least that 3-3 uses a buyback there for them, so they get something out of it for Unique. Important buyback use there for them, so.
And that's 2 heroes now, mudgolems, that have buyback and cooldown, because obviously Wyvern done on the previous fight as well. So it's really important that mudgolems find a way to get into this pit and secure a second life.
Yeah. I still bounty steal there from GBK. I guess they both of the bounties, and that's 4 bounties for Unique. A little bit of gold there for them. Almost Solar Crest finished on BCC.
I like the way you talk money.
Money.
You know, if there was one noise from Dota you could have on repeat, one noise that brings you joy, what is that noise?
What is that noise? I mean, bounty runes are always nice, obviously.
That's true. Okay, but here's a counter for you. Like, the joy that you get out of picking up a bounty as a Beastmaster and hearing that noise. You know, the woo!
Oh yeah, that noise. Oh, yeah, that's true.
It's like, this is the thing, I'm giving you any noise in the game. Like, I mean, some people could be lame and go, you know, victory.
No, the good one is actually when you play. Okay, fight.
Big fight on RTW. The winner's curse way too late to save the day. BCZ protected by the disruption. They catch Milan as well, trying to run away. It ends up being a 2-for-1 exchange. BCZ still dies off in the end to this winner Wyvern. But that is now keys to the Roche pit for the side of Unique.
Yeah, could be a Roshan. It's a nice way of starting the fight. They can still have the magic damage burst if they don't get the BKB on time. So Unique is still fighting back. They do want to contest it. It does look like it.
Yep, they are slowing this down a lot. Van's going to need to be careful. Link's going to be popped. Kisses comes in, though. You don't really want to fight in this choke point. 19-teen. This BKB does nothing. I think you just lost control of the pit there. Now without the magic immunity, your Luna looks pretty squishy.
Yeah.
Remnant again. 33 shenanigans on point so far.
Yeah, they really want to force this really hard, but the problem is that...
Branya.
Okay, this is a good
Link
start though.
Jump in. LSA that was stolen used against him, but 33 interrupt the fight. Disruption has to be used defensively. Branya with a BKB, and Luna's just gone. Branya trying to run away. Yours to dodge out the final right click. GPK is going to hang around, though, and they'll be able to get the kill under the Lina. And 33 will be stunned up by that LSA. He's been brought low as well. He has got the means to move away with a step, though. Remnant to cover his escape, but the mobility is way too good from the side of Unique, and they will find that kill as well.
Still playing a lot of time to the Russian. Like now, ILW is gonna be up, and Milan is almost gonna be up.
They're just taking it in turns. It's like a tag team game right now. It's like, all right, your carry's down, ours is up, but now we don't have the rest of the team.
Yeah, it's like but you can't really take this Russian without the Luna. You can look for more kills. That's the best thing you can do.
No, this LSA is getting so much work done. Oh no, LTW, he was looking for the Chrono opportunity, but GPK outmobilized him. And now the Primal Roar and LSA follow-up will bring him down. And while Milan will find the kill to GPK, yes, now you have this issue where for 50 seconds, a Luna could just take Roche.
Now we have our care, you don't have yours.
It's like, all right, the gives and takes are done. All right, you can have that kill, but here's the trade. I don't think you're going to like it.
Illusion has this really nice spell for Rubik called Light Strike Array. So he's able to stun for almost 6 seconds in a row. So
I don't know if I like your,
it's
your
actually
math
it's more
there.
it's actually more than that. I'm sorry, but there's also status resistance. So, but I guess they don't have status resistance. Never mind, it's more than that. Sorry.
Oh, of course. Sorry. I mean, Arcane Supremacy. That makes that a 10-second stun in the minds of the player, anyway.
Pretty much.
Uh-oh. Speaking of players, fan score is going to go down. But don't worry. This is space. Because this time, 19-teen won't be picked off at all. He'll get his hands on that Aegis. Finally, after a very awkward Roche engagement several times, an end comes to it. But 19-teen being a little bit awkward that clip. Randy gets the BKB off, is able to move away now. And on the side, BZZ does go down once again to this pesky winner Wyvern.
A really funky game going on right now. Stuff happening left and right then.
I mean, clearly these guys are crazy. They've all been chugging energy drink. They clearly just want, like, fight, kill, kill, kill. Illusion, kill.
More kills. But they got the Aegis. That is the important thing.
No, kill.
Can get the tier 2 tower here maybe?
Yeah, that can't run away. Kill that.
Yeah. Only W is stuck top though, so they don't have that hero.
No. That's not... Well, he's killing something. He's killing creeps. That's not what we're looking to kill.
Some slow creep killing though.
33's progression is completely stunted now. Like, he had this axe... Well, he almost had it in the bag several minutes ago.
Yeah, he just had to... He bought back in that one fight and then his progression kind of went down. He also died after that, I think, one more time, so...
It's brutal as well. Like, if you imagine if he has these ags in those engagements, right? Like, you can see the fights breaking out completely differently. As GPK still does not have a BKB and has no intent of building one. You can already see he's queued up the Scythe next.
Yeah. Milan is level 22 though, so doing some work. Levels,
it's killing all those cores.
Borania gets this Daedalus though, it's gonna be a lot of damage coming out from him.
That's true, because then all of a sudden you've got 2 targets that you have to worry about, right? It's no longer just kill, void, win.
Yeah, at this point it's a kill Wyvern and Melina and win. Because the void won't do damage in Chrono.
No, of course not. This is the save to the disrupt. But he'll do damage in the follow-up Chrono, remember. That's
true.
That's the cinch. That's the winner.
Yep.
Speaking of
build,
which...
well, the W is kind of like, just don't die. Just needs Manta.
Yeah, he's the tank for the team, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't really see too many tanky voice spirits. It's an option, but you want to play in your strengths. Farda, being played into here, will be killed off very easily as 19-teen has that alacrity.
That's a dieback for him. He's dead for 100 seconds, so...
Not grab,
be a push here. This Luna is very strong right now. Satanic, Manta, BKB, Aegis.
Not quite the butterfly yet, but the alacrity makes up for that.
All they need to be careful for is the not giving Milan a good curse, and they should be able to pressure quite a lot with this Aegis now.
Yes,
They know that Fata don't have buyback, so this is their best time to go, go, go.
BZZ has an invis rune as well, so he's lurking. LCW's about to show top, which would give him the go-ahead to push into the base, and they'll do it. All right, Gatling gun mode activated. Wait, no, stop. Not the buildings. Nice, Valkyrie. Oh, LSA. This is off the mark and the lift follow-up, but there is going to be a curse out onto the Rubik. Bring him low, disruption, save the day. LCW is here and waiting with that chrono. They'll just whittle away and bring down the Rubik, though. Dead for 75. 19 teen. Looking to finish off the buildings. BKB gets activated by LTW, and BZZ baits himself into his death. They do not even get the melee racks on what should have been a big opportunity with that Snapfire still dead.
Yep. Well, still holding. Holding back. They want to burst. See? No, I mean 3-3, but doesn't look like it.
I like that confidence from Mudgolems straight onto the map because they know in a minute's time this Luna is going to be shaking in her boots. DD on a void, of course. And that's your Hex reveal, by the way. Good luck. Hunt forward. Not able to find it, though. Glimmer Cape will get them out and away. Not even the Wyvern can catch up quick enough. Luna is quite speedy, as all mounted heroes should be.
Actually, give the DD to Lina. I think that's the right play. At this point, this Lina is way more of a threat than the Void. If the Void just gets the chrono and Lina is surviving, you will deal way more damage.
Yeah, the additional damage that you get out of the enchant quiver in these fights as well. Like, people become more appreciative of this item. Whereas I remember in the early days of neutral items, people rated it as one of the worst neutral items.
I'm gonna have Daedalus here on the Lina, so he's gonna be hitting really hard here.
Lina versus Luna. You can get very confused if you're not good with Vals. But both just as important as each other in this game now is the state of things. And his Aegis gone. And he's going to buy out towards the butterfly. This is quite the big gambit because if this backfires, they have the means to delete your base in the window you'd be dead for. You are a level 22 rather, Luna.
Yeah.
I guess maybe the logic is we're keeping the lanes all pushed in, right? So even if we lose a fight on this side of the map, the game shouldn't end off the back of that.
Yeah.
Then again, I'm pretty sure that's the same way they felt in game 1 when we had that awkward push for tier 4s that worked out for Mudgolems.
Yeah, that's true.
That makes you wonder, like, can you actually even assault base right now as unique? Like, is it worth the risk? Because you mentioned before, right, that they kind of peak earlier than Mudgolems.
Hard to say. The game is really close anyway right now, so kind of like one team fight can decide the game. So it's gonna be a lot about positioning and formation. And
oh,
yeah, we catch 19 here.
The kick in, Fada, he has the axe and he catches them off guard. Luna's gone, dead for an 85. No buyback like we were talking about. And Snapfire just seems to be everything for Mudgolems. The follow-up's gonna find GPK with a kiss. His fan score dies on the side. And this is the barrel down mid moment because they would have noticed some important items in this Luna's inventory which suggest no buyback.
Right.
I mean,
Just,
I didn't even notice the ags on Fada there. This boy's been saving up the cash. Pocket money aside.
Got it. Just turns it around. Gets a free kill on the Luna. No buyback on him. So let's see what can maybe get some good damage out of here. They have a leveler as well on Lina.
And they're going to find more kills. They move in on the illusion. The damage out from Baranya should be enough to click him down when the crit comes out.
Right.
They haven't got glove. Like,
yeah.
I wonder if my golem's going to do what we saw before.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. You got the chrono. Why not? Moving in. When his curse comes out, illusion. He buys back for this. No. Oh, he lives. He lives.
Lives. Okay.
33 thought it was done.
But Lina will destroy this
Yeah, it's done.
drawn.
There's nothing they can do. They need to go right now, but LTW, the zone and chrono, as they hit the throne, Mudgolems will close out this series 2-0.
All right. That game, very quickly, fought MVP.
I mean, it really was.
Just get your axe and win.
Yeah, just spit an unwilling teammate deep into the fight. Oh my god, that's. I mean, it's awkward. Literally, what we're talking about there, and the way it plays out, you're like, well, how do they get in? And Snapfire Axe, once again, proving to be a pretty decisive tool. Usually on a mid, I don't think we usually talk about it too often on a 5.
Yeah. Oh well, I don't know. That game was again kind of like close. Just both teams having their at the times when they were strong, but eventually it just ended up being Mudgolem's victory. They take this one good fight, and Luna doesn't have buyback. He has all this gold on him in his inventory, but one hex, no, actually one axe done, and follow up. It's dead.
And I felt like they kept that info hidden well, right? Like, that's the crucial part, because if you see that as Team Unique, the call is probably going to be do not buy out on the butterfly at all, right? They have a new form of initiation, but completely catching them off guard. I mean, I think I've seen some people kind of discuss the Ags on Snapfire and whether it's maybe a little bit too strong, because you do get in quick, right? Like, it's not a long travel time when you're spitting out.
Yeah, for sure. I think it's a good item. It is an expensive item as well, especially if you're support. So in that sense, it is a bit weird, but it's a little bit like Axe in a disruptor in a way. If you think about it, it can make it is a little bit of like a game changer in a way. Maybe not as extreme as disruptor Axe, I would say, but it's still a really good Axe. So it's one of those items. I don't know if it's too strong. I think it is good item, but I wouldn't say it's something that
No, it's
maybe
not
should be
like.
turned down.
I think usually when we talk about issues with Ags, it's like, if every game I'm saying build an Ags, then you got a problem. And I think like Doa has got to a good point where it's not often that we say every game is a good Ags game for really any hero. But definitely proving crucial here. Allows Mudgolems to take that 2-0 victory over Team Unique, which I mean, Team Unique right now, I believe that was the last series. So they're stuck now down in the lower bracket, but they still qualify through. A team who are looking very unlikely to qualify here is a bait at the bottom. They're going to be playing tomorrow against Mudgolems. Like I said, that is not the easy series for them though. But the thing at the bottom there that they can mess with a little bit is Team Empire, who if bait 2-0s Mudgolems by some miracle, no offense, then Team Empire and them would be in a draw situation. But up next, we've got Khan versus 5 Men. Both of these teams in a situation where I think 5 Men cannot make the upper bracket, but Khan are just about in wiggling room because Nip aren't sitting clean at the top. But we'll have to see how that one's going to play out. Like, if 5 Men want to make the upper bracket, it has to begin here. They have to win both series as they play Nip tomorrow. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Look at this. I'm just like, this is the problem with me. I see info. I spew info. Big brain won't work hard late in this day. But it's got to work a little bit longer. Yours has as well, Peksu, buddy, because we've got one more series. Yeah. Khan versus 5 Men. CIS versus EU Dots coming up next.
Let's go.